Hello, everyone, and welcome to Coach's Corner. I'm Ronnie Johnson with head football coach Monty Coleman. Coach, thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Glad to be here with you, Mr. Ronnie.
Well, Coach, yesterday you had your first day of spring camp. How did it go?
Actually, it went well. It was the first day. We did 8 weeks of winter conditioning. The guys were ready to start thinking more toward football. It was a teaching day for us, so we didn't do a lot of contact or anything. The way it works, you've got to go through an acclimation period. The first 2 days, the only thing you can wear are helmets and shorts, and that's what we'll do again tomorrow. So the offense goes on one end, the defense goes on the other end, and it's more of a learning curve for us to implementing some of the things that we want to do in the fall. But overall, the thing that I look for the first 2 days is the enthusiasm of the players and coaches, and making sure they're where they're supposed to be.
Okay. Well, Coach, explain to us, how does spring practice work?
Well, spring practice, according to the NC2A, you get 15 days in the spring. Now, you can do them any days. Some teams do them in March. Some teams do them later. But we do ours in April because of Founders Week. The chancellors and past chancellors has always wanted us to have our black and gold game around Founders Week, and that's what we'll do. We'll schedule it to end the weekend of Founders Week.
Okay. Well, Coach, the first day of spring practice, what unit stood out to you?
Actually, because of what we're doing, with the offense being down on one end and defense, it's more of a teaching period. We did do some 7-on-7 yesterday, and both of them, we had a couple interceptions by the defense, and we caught some decent passes by the offense. So I would call it a draw, considering what we were trying to emphasize yesterday and again tomorrow. On Saturday, we will be able to put on shoulder pads. So we will play a little more team concept, and then I'll get a little better feel of which team is winning, the offense or the defense.
Okay. And you already mentioned that annual spring game. When is that again, Coach?
The spring game is going to be on April the 29th. It'll be here at Golden Lion Stadium, and it's going to be at 1 p.m. We're asking, and it's open. There's no admissions, and anybody and everybody that wants to come, we tell them to come out. Like I said earlier, we schedule our spring game around our Founders Week. So Founders Week will be that week leading into the 29th, which will have the black and gold game.
Okay. Well, Coach, we just released the 2017 schedule. Tell us a little bit about it.
I'm excited about it, Ronnie. We've got some good teams. We'll open up here at Golden Lion Stadium against Morehouse. It should be a good game for us. Then we'll get on the road. We'll travel to Arkansas State. We played them in 2013. So anytime you can play an in-state team like Arkansas State, I think the fans will be excited about that. That will be in Jonesboro. And then we're going to get on a plane and we're going to Akron, Ohio to play Akron, University of Akron. So it's going to be a good schedule. It is a good schedule. I'm excited that it's released. And hopefully, we get a lot of folks to come out and watch us play.
Okay. We play Arkansas State this year, as you said earlier. How important is it to have in-state rivals on the schedule?
I think it's important. I think it's great for the state to be able to play a team like Arkansas State. Even though they're a step above us, they're 1A and we're 1AA, but still it should be a good match for us to play an in-state school like in Arkansas State. And, maybe in the future we'll be able to play some of the other schools, the Monticellos and Ouachita, they got great programs, Henderson. But to play an in-state school, I think it's big for the state.
Okay. Now, this is our first time ever playing Akron. How you going up that way? How you excited?
I'm excited. The guys are excited. They're excited because they're going to get a chance to fly. we don't typically fly unless we've got a long game like this, a long travel game. So it's going to be exciting to see the guys who's never flown before, how they're going to react on the plane. But to go up and play a team like Akron didn't fare well as far as win-losses last year, but it should be a good football game for us. We will be moving up also to play them. They're 1A school and we're 1AA, of course. So we'll be there, and it should be a good football game.
Okay. Well, Coach, we played Central State this year.
Yes.
Last time we played was in 1996. How you feel about having them back on the schedule?
I'm excited. I've heard some good things about them. I think they travel well. It's a homecoming. I think that's October 14th. So it should be a good game for us. I think we've got a good schedule. We'll play Central State. We'll have a bye, and then we'll come back and finish up the SWAC games, which is going to be pretty much the meat of the SWAC schedule. We'll play Southern, then play Grambling. I think it's Prairie View in there, and then finish up with Texas Southern, the last game. So, and one thing the chancellor wants, he wants a couple of these games to be up in Little Rock to see if we can draw some of the Central Arkansas fans to come out. So, I feel very confident and very good about our schedule right now. Glad we're rolling it out.
Well, Coach, we'll go back to the 7-game conference schedule this year. What are your thoughts?
I'm not a big fan of the 7 games. I think every team should play either West or East. Team should play all 9 games. And so I'm not a big fan of that. We tried it a few years ago. It didn't last very long, and I really don't think it's going to last now. The premise of it is to play money games, to play more games that you can make money with. But the problem with playing 4 money games, big schools like Oklahoma and Oklahoma State, whichever one of those guys would play your SMUs that would play you, you get beat up a lot. So you end up losing a lot of your players, and then when you start SWAC play, you really don't have the personnel that you really need to do what you need to do in the SWAC. So the concept is good, but I would like to see all of us play everybody so we'll have a true outright SWAC champion at the end.
Okay, because you look at it, we don't play Alcorn this year. We don't play Alabama State.
Right.
And the only time you would face them is in the championship game. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I don't have a problem with that, but I think in order to deem Eastern champion and a Western champion, all the teams should play all of them. That's my feelings on it.
Okay. Well, Coach, we have 2 games in Little Rock this year. We have Southern on October 28th, and we have Texas Southern on November 21st. November 11th at War Memorial Stadium. What's it like playing in Little Rock?
Little Rock is our second home stadium. It's exciting. It gives our players an atmosphere that they don't get here. It's like a pro stadium. And to be able to go into the locker rooms and see, the plush locker rooms, to be able to play on the field, on the turf fields, I know the players look forward to it, and we as coaches, we also look forward to it. It's only a 30-minute ride up the street, so it's right in our backyard. I think it's great that we're going to be able to play 2 games in Little Rock.
Okay. Well, Coach, with us playing in Little Rock, how does it help us recruiting-wise?
I think it helps a lot. We recruit Little Rock very heavily. All of Southeast Arkansas we recruit heavily. So when we tell the guys to be able to come to Little Rock on a visit, unofficial visit, then they look forward to coming there watching us play there too. It lets them know that they're going to play in big-time stadiums, and War Memorial is one big-time stadium here in the state of Arkansas. Of course, we know it's the home, or used to be the home of the Razorbacks for a lot of years when they came down to Little Rock. But right now, it's Golden Lions.
Okay. Well, Coach, you have anything else you want to add?
No, sir, Mr. Ronnie. I'm excited about spring. We've got 14 more days. We will scrimmage next Saturday, and we'll have 2 other scrimmages, or 1 other scrimmage. Then we'll have the Black and Gold game on April 29th at 1 p.m. here at Golden Lion Stadium.
Okay. Well, Coach, we thank you for joining us. I'm Ronnie Johnson with head football coach Monty Coleman, and thank you, and have a wonderful day.